So this is what a conversation sounds like with my lion-ass, bitch-ass sister, Lachelle Wright. Formerly Lachelle Wright Wallace.
You up early? Hello?
So are you.
Hello?
It's Jackie.
Why are you calling me from mommy's phone?
Because I confiscated it.
Call me from your phone.
Because I confiscated it. You don't answer my phone calls. You blocked me.
What you mean? I don't have you blocked.
Yeah, you do. Just like you blocked me on Instagram.
No, I don't have you blocked anywhere. What are you talking about?
I tried to tag you.
No.
I tried to tag you. I tried to tag you on Instagram and it's blocked.
Are you really starting? Listen, you started real early in the morning. I am not your enemy, and I don't care what's going on in your life. You live your life.
She don't care what's going on in my life, but she following me on YouTube.
Sam so we could get a check. No. You know he's getting a check from my son, right? You know he was in court yesterday, right?
That wasn't for your son. That was about a restraining order against you.
Actually, no.
That has nothing to do with no fucking child custody, Jackie.
It was a custody hearing. It was a custody hearing. Yes, it was.
It was not custody, honey.
This is my sister.
Maybe you should go back and look at the video. Maybe you should. Maybe you should go back and listen to.
That is, Jackie. I'm so disappointed.
You're disappointed? You know what I'm disappointed about? That you married the nigga that raped me.
Jamie Wallace from South Philly raped me when I was 15 years old. Well, almost 15. I was 14 and a half.
I don't live my life like this. I try to live in peace. I don't have enemies, Jackie. I don't want them.
So why did you testify? Why did you testify against me in court? Why did you testify against me in court?
Why are you calling me from my mother's number? You're not blocked. You're not blocked. You're not blocked anywhere, Jackie. You can call my phone right now from your phone.
Now watch me call.
Or your husband, and you will reach me. You'll reach me.
That's funny because every other time I tried to call you, didn't answer.
Honey, you can call me anytime you want.
And you never called me back.
Why would I have you on block? Why would I have you on block and my mother lives with you? I would never do that. I need to know if something happens to my mom.
You hear the phone ringing?
Why would I block you, Jackie? I would never do that. You're my sister. You might not fuck with me, and you might hate me, but I don't have hate for you.
You're a liar.
I just don't like your
You're a liar.
I ain't no liar, bitch.
Yeah, the fuck you are.
I ain't no liar, bitch, but I don't hate you.
You're not answering.
No, but are you recording me? Are you recording me?
See, listen.
Put it on Instagram.
Listen.
Lachelle Wright Wallace, but now before she switched back
See?
to white.
It went straight to voicemail when I
Oh, so
called.
you've been watching.
Only what I know.
So you've been watching?
We know that.
So you've been watching then?
Not my blood.
So you've been following me on YouTube now?
He loved me. Because he loved me. He adopted me.
She's talking about my father.
Nobody else wanted you.
Norman, tell ya.
He adopted you because nobody
What's
else
up,
wanted
guys?
you.
So I can hold that name.
Your daddy left because our mother is crazy and our sister is crazy.
Ain't no fucking white blood up in me or my children.
I know.
Okay?
I know. I know there's no right blood in you. It's a shame. You might be better. You might have been a better person. You might have been a better person if you had been a real right.
I want to hang up on you, but I'm going to let you talk. Because I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you early in the morning.
Why did you lie on the stand?
My mom's phone?
Why did you lie on the stand?
Call me from your phone, honey.
I just did, and you didn't answer.
You're not blocked. I would never.
I just called you. You didn't answer.
You didn't call me.
Yeah, I did. I just
called her.
Call me. You didn't call me.
Yeah, I did just call you.
I'm ready to go get my beautiful hair done and start my test.
I just called you.
Ready to.
I just called you.
Call me from mommy's phone. Anyway, that's good.
Well, I paid for it and I bought it, so why shouldn't I?
Why can't I call from whatever phone I pay for?
What I do now?
Why did you lie on the stand at the custody trial?
You're going back to me. Talking about what custody trial?
When you came to Dallas and I cross-examined you and you tried to lie and say that you saw me hit Sam and I trapped you in a lie, I got the transcripts. Why did you lie on the stand?
Yeah.
I love you too, Les.
You told me you were begging me my forgiveness because you and Giovanni chose to betray me. And you said y'all talked about it and agreed to go through with it anyway. I just want to know why.
Like, this was how many 10 years ago.
2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
And right, and there were no lies told, honey. I never ever admitted.
I trapped you in a lie on the stand. That's all right. That's all right, because there's going to be a subpoena coming to you, compelling you to testify. And my husband was witness for all of our conversations, and he heard everything you had to say. And my husband will testify.
And he said, I don't give a damn myself. I'm going to tell the truth. That's what the fuck happened. Didn't nobody say,
Now you're changing your story. Honey, can you come here? No, come here. Come here, honey. Because do you remember when she sat here and begged for my forgiveness and said she's sorry for lying? Honey, you remember that, right?
Yes, I remember this conversation.
No. I said I was sorry for going against you.
Yeah, and you said you and Giovanni lied.
I went hit his dick.
That's what you said, though. Why are you so upset if you're telling the truth? Because usually when people are telling the truth, they don't get this upset.
Take my mother's phone to call me.
You're 52, 53 years old, and you going la la la. You sound like that nigga that worked for Trump. Womp womp. That's who you sound like. You know that, right? You sound like that nigga that worked for Trump. Womp womp. I lied. Oh well. Do me a favor. Go tell your boyfriend Sam Odom the both of y'all bitches is going to fuck the jail, ho. You're going to jail for perjury, bitch. You're going to call me from my mother's phone? You're going to call me from my mother's phone? Are you recording this? Are you going to put this on YouTube? Yup.
If people only knew how nuts my mother and her family is. If y'all niggas actually knew. Oh, this Jamal Mac. What's up, Mac? Bring them on camera. How do I do this part? See, my nails have gotten too long. See, I don't know how to do this. I'm better on Instagram. I've gotten real bad with Facebook because I don't be on Facebook as much as I usually do because I post to all my pages from Instagram. So I'm trying. But I mean, long and short, my whole family's nuts. Like, they're all crazy. They're all insane. They what's up, Sharon? Good morning. I tried to call you. After I finish because I'm about to go live on Instagram in 20 minutes. I'm going to be exposing Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Honeycomb, whatever the fuck his name is today. I'm just tired. I'm tired of liars. I'm tired of people lying on me. Like, you straight heard everything my sister just had to say. This is my sister. She ain't my full blood sister, but she my half sister. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard it all. And for those of you who didn't hear it, you can go back and listen. You know, it'll be posted up. It's just so funny, the jealousy that comes in families. So jealous. My mother's, the whole family, they just all jealous. They're jealous, they're liars. Half of them is schizophrenics, and the other half have been raised by schizophrenics, so that means they nuts too. So it's like, you hear the way she straight grazed over the whole, how her husband raped me, and he wasn't even her husband when it happened. She was pregnant with my niece Jamie, and you know, my mom said she couldn't afford to be a unwed mother, no matter what the nigga had done to me. So her and my mom got together, came up with a story, and went and downloaded the whole family with the story so I would be ostracized and treated fucked up. What was the excuse they used? I was failing in school, and I made the story up about Jamie raping me because I was failing in school. And then when it became clear that I wasn't failing in school, I was expelled from school for whooping the shit out of my dean's ass for lying on me. And I couldn't go to school nowhere. Nowhere would take me because I went nuts. I went crazy. But I mean that's typical for someone who suffers from severe PTSD from rape trauma. You know what I mean? You don't trust people. You can't trust people. If you can't trust your own blood, who can you trust? I always told my family, with family like yours, I don't even need enemies. But what my family did do was sharpen me up for my enemies. So everybody out there in the world who's getting it from me, thank my mom's family, all the children that were born by her, the McClendons and the Reddicks. I gotta correct something when I say Fields, because the Fields family is cool. I mean, everybody has their issues. The Fields family is cool, but I'm talking about the three of my grandmother's children that were born, the eldest three with the Fields last name. So, I mean, these are just really sick and divisive people. They actually made me be in that wedding. They made me watch my father walk my sister down the aisle to marry my rapist, Jamie Wallace, who had a shit-eating grin the entire time, looked like the fucking Cheshire cat. Now, I've never came out and blasted Jamie before. And the reason why I never blasted him before was pretty much because he was the father of my nieces. And I never wanted them to know that their dad was a fucking piece of shit. But he was. He fucked all my sister's friends. He fucked a bunch of people. He worked with my ex-dude. They used to fuck hookers together all the time on the road. I was 14 and a half years old. I was asleep at my sister's apartment. I had a bad fight with my dad, which I came to find out later in life was spearheaded by a lie that my mom had told him about me because she didn't want him to know that she had ran up the phone bill again, and she didn't want to get in trouble with my dad. So I left. I called my sister. I'm like, yo, they tripping at the house. I need a safe place to go. She was stripping in the Northeast still. This is when they was both still heavily smoking crack and doing credit card scams because my sister's ex-brother-in-law, Artie, he worked down at the post office, and they was stealing all of the credit cards out the mail, and then they would take the cards, go out on the street, and they would just, buy shit up, put it in a abandoned house in South Philly, and sell it. And see, because Artie worked for the post office, Artie, he just take it right out the mail, and by the time that people realized their credit card had, gotten there, these niggas had already maxed them out. They had to max out over $2.5 million over the course of 5 years from what I seen. And I seen a lot because Hilton showed me. Hilton showed me everything. Hi, Hilton. I was 15 years old when you started fucking me. How old was you, like 27? It was stupid of me to do. You look like Keith Sweat. I loved Keith Sweat. But whatever the case may be, these are den of thieves. All of these Wallace motherfuckers. They are den of fucking thieves, every last one of them. That's why bad shit keeps happening to them. The father got ran over by a SEPTA bus. I think one of their grandchildren ran over the tracks and lost their leg or something like that. Like, nothing but bad shit happens to these motherfuckers because they're awful fucking people, yo. And this is what my sister wanted to marry into rather than marrying the Italian guy that wanted to marry her and make her respectable. So, I mean, these niggas was always on some dumb shit. But Shelly was stripping up the Northeast because Jamie had her on the track. He was working her. And I was at my sister's apartment because she told me he wasn't going to be there. I never liked the way he looked at me anyway. I never liked the way my ex-brother-in-law, Jamie Wallace, looked at me. I never liked it. It was inappropriate. He would always have inappropriate shit to say. This nigga was 12 years fucking older than me, looking at me in a sexual way. And people wonder why I'm so touchy about the whole Aaliyah story, because I know how it feels to be young and victimized and to not have anybody there to turn to save you. Like, they actually went to my father and told my father, my mother and my sister told my father this crazy lie. And if Jackie comes to you saying that Jamie raped her, it's a lie. My mother and my sister did that. When me and my father figured that part out, years later, you know, thank God I was smart enough to rebuild a relationship with my dad because he's my best friend still. You know, but I mean, imagine what that's like to be 15 years old. You've been raped. You weren't allowed to go to the hospital. You weren't allowed to call the police. You have to go to Planned Parenthood by yourself to be treated for STD pregnancy, you know, take the AIDS test, all of that shit. I had to do that by myself at 14, 15 years old. It was my cousin Kenyon that went with me. God rest his soul. I miss him so much. I had to go through all of that, and then I still had to be in that sham of a wedding. I was a junior bridesmaid, me and my cousin Crystal Reddick, the one who I posted up, who was talking stupid after I posted the video about the family. We were the junior bridesmaids. And they made me sing the Lord's Prayer, and I had to watch my father walk my sister down the aisle and married a nigga that raped me just a couple months before, knowing that my mom sanctioned the whole thing because she didn't want my sister to have no more kids out of wedlock because she already had one. That's just my life. That's what fucking happened. Jamie was supposed to be going to Atlanta with Chris Hilton and the rest of the guys. I don't know if Chucky was going or not, but they were supposed to be going to Atlanta. That's why I went to the apartment. I fell asleep with my clothes on. Like I told y'all, I'm a rape survivor. I had all my clothes on, but when I woke up, this nigga was on top of me. He smelled like crack and malt liquor, saying all kinds of just nasty ass shit. How the fuck do you be so high on crack that you convince yourself that it's okay to rape your 14 and a half, 15-year-old girlfriend's little sister who was asleep, unaware? He had my pants rigged around my ankles. It took me a bit, but I was able to fight him the fuck off of me. And I ran half naked for a mile and a half to Route 30, also known the White Horse Pike. I ran until I caught the 554 bus. I caught the 554 bus, got back to Berlin, ran to the house, told my mom she can't marry him. He's a monster. He's a monster. You don't know what he's done. You don't know what he do. And my mom, the first thing my mother said to me was, well, you know, women don't like hearing bad things about their men, so you should probably just keep that to yourself. That kind of blew my mind when she said that. And then I'm like, no, you don't understand what he done to me. You don't understand. He can't marry. He can't be a part of this family. We need to call dad. Oh, no, if you tell your father that, he's going to kill him. Okay. What's the problem? Oh, well, no, Shelly's having a baby. She's pregnant. She can't have another baby out of wedlock. It'll ruin the family's name. She got to marry him. You need to keep this to yourself. Pretend it never happened. It'll be fine. It's okay. See, that was the moment that I knew you can't trust family. You can't trust family. If it don't line up with their agenda, you can't trust family. And I still supported them all financially, looked out for them, took care of them, did the best I could. I tried to make a family out of it. Shit. When my sister ex-husband Jamie Wallace went to jail for robbery, him and all of the guys from down Woodmere robbing a store. That's how you know they was crackheads. They was robbing a store with a plastic gun, and they all got booked. My sister flipped and she cut a deal because she was pregnant. But Jamie and them went to jail, and when he went to jail, my sister was fucked up on welfare, you know, and she had children, small children. She had already given my nephew Devon up to his dad because she didn't want my parents raising him right, and she didn't like the fact that, you know, Devon was being cared for by the family, and she didn't like people talking shit about her, so she gave him to his dad, Gary Ratliff, and Gary ain't do shit with my nephew. He ain't do shit with my nephew, but teach him how to use women, live off of women, and be fucking disrespectful as shit. Gary, if you got something to say about it, I remember, there was a couple of years back when the girls tried to start some shit because you grabbed my ass at rumors, and I'm like, yo, you out of fucking control, talking about look at how you grown up and all of that shit. It happened, Gary. It happened. And if your ass itch about it, you can say something to me. Because I really don't give no fuck about your old ass either. Fuck you. For real. You ruined my nephew. You ruined him. Devon had the chance to be a very bright and wonderful young man, and instead all he does is run around fucking bitches, getting them pregnant, and giving them fake names so he don't have to pay child support. That's what you raised my nephew to be, a bum just like you. So fuck you. Fuck you. You was sitting there living with that woman while she was dying from cancer, and you had a bitch in the house the week after she was dead. So I really don't give no fuck about what you got to say, Gary Ratliff. Not at all. Not at all. You can get my phone number. You can call me. Or you can just come to Texas. We can square up that way. You too, Jamie. Fuck you, bitch. You piece of shit. Got on that goddamn fucking Bad Girls Club just so you could be famous for a hot second. You don't give no fuck about my nieces. You never did. You don't give no fuck about nobody but yourself, Jamie Ratliff. I mean, I'm sorry. I said Jamie Ratliff. See, I took him. That's how fucked up choices my sister be making with her fucking pussy, that I gotta put both of the niggas' name together to make them the one-eyed monster that they are. I'm done lying for y'all niggas. I'm done covering for y'all niggas. I don't give no fuck how y'all look. People need to start seeing you for who you are. Yeah. When that Jamie Wallace went to jail, I put a phone in my sister's house because she ain't had no phone. So I let her put it in my name. You know what they did with that? My ex-brother-in-law got a calling card and was selling phone calls from jail on my fucking name, yo. And then, of course, they abandoned the fucking bill and left it on my credit report. I remember because it was one of the things that I had to clear off when I got my first big check from music. I mean, these niggas are fucking users. They're pieces of shit all the way around, But I gotta get ready to get off of here because I gotta go live on Instagram in 5 minutes, and I just need to focus myself. But I wanted to show y'all. I just wanted to show y'all what my life really looks like. When you're raised by schizophrenics and liars and manipulators, it's a wonder I didn't turn out all the way to fuck crazy. People want to know why I be mad or why I was mad. I've been raped a lot. I've been betrayed a lot. I've had at least, 20 people try to kill me since I was 10 years old. Like, you never heard me say a word. Y'all watch me go through my life with grace. I never burned none of these niggas before. But you know what? Let it all burn. Peace out, y'all. Check me on Instagram.